show, everyone. I'm so excited because I bet you everybody out there is thinking that it's Halloween season. But it really isn't. It's senior season, and I'm so excited about bringing on my first guests. And we're live on Facebook, so I do want to say hi to everybody out there. Like us and follow us. I do also want to say, everybody that's listening out there, if you go on to Facebook and you want to watch us in here doing this show. It's really fun. Put Networking Arizona into Facebook and you can watch us. It's really cool. So I have with me Helen and Jennifer Walker. And I said before you came on, I'm just going to be right straight out, that I was going to ask you a little bit about you. Helen, you've been doing this for 20 years. And I said, well, what would you do if you were sitting next to me in a networking meeting? And I said, what would you say to me? And you said, well, I can't say that to you, Carol, because if I said that to you, I can't, there's for certain rules.
Right.
So I said, okay, well then I'll turn this around. What's Walker and Walker?
Okay, well, Walker and Walker was given birth, the agency itself was given birth about 17 years ago. But prior to that, I was been what we call a captive agent for a particular insurance carrier. And prior to that, my children was raised on me being a property and casualty agent. Back in the state of Missouri, I was an all-state agent, and I did property and casualty. But when the opportunity came to deal with just seniors, you guys are so much more fun than this younger generation. I jumped on the opportunity. So I love doing what I'm doing. I probably will say I pretty much understand your concerns because I am you. Mm-hmm. And I just happen to still be working and providing a service that we need.
Absolutely. And your daughter joined you when?
Jennifer joined me about 5 years ago, but Jennifer's whole adult working life since college has been in the healthcare fields. She has worked for several different carriers, different insurance carriers. She's worked for them in several different capacities. Everything from dealing with Medicare and Medicaid, that's the Medicaid portion of it, dealing with the drugs, dealing with, I should say, drug plans, dealing with the various areas of running the Medicare operation, like the claims. She was a manager of a claims department for a major insurance carrier. So her whole adult life has a healthcare background.
And she's now been with you for how long?
This will be working on her 5th year with me.
Well,
can you imagine mother and daughter working together? And we survived.
I think it's wonderful. Now, you say that you work statewide, and people that are listening to this, listen, I think there's a lot of people out there that don't even realize that people like you exist. You know, when they think of getting their health insurance, I think they think of going online right now to do that. Mm-hmm. And also I think that they think of when you talk about insurance, you know, like you said, casualty and all that, but not necessarily Medicare, that there's people there that can help you, guide you.
Yes.
And make you understand. And I think that's the key, is the education part that is so important, because you asked me before we came on, what would be important to me if I was to need Medicare? And I said I would want to know that somebody was going to, number one, not push me into the one product if there's more that I can, you know, see if there's right for me, because I like having a choice. And the other thing is I would want somebody to make me understand, to help me understand, because, you know, there's so many alphabets in the Medicare soup, it's just crazy.
Yes. So I would say this, the majority of us in the business, and I'm referring to the local agents, I am not referring to those 800 number calls, but for us local brokers and agents to make ourselves available to you, we're in this business because we genuinely love helping you. Yes, this is our livelihood, but we also feel warm and fuzzy when we know we have placed you in the right thing, and you're feeling good and we're feeling good. Your happiness is our reward. And so the majority of us care very much about your concerns and meeting you at your place of need.
Now, what would you say makes you and Jennifer different than maybe some of the other people that are out there?
Well, the combination of Jennifer and I, the fact that we feed off of each other, and I've always had one point of view, and she rounds me out because she's been in various different areas and helping educate me on how it works to help you. And so, again, being in business as long as I have, certainly helps. I remember back in the good old days where your Part B premium was in the $70, if that tells you something about how long I've been doing this.
Now it's like $150 more.
Exactly.
And going up.
And yes,
Going up,
exactly.
yes,
Let's talk about senior season, because that's what we brought on, at the first, it's true,
Yeah.
today
Yes.
is the start of senior season, so let's talk about what it is.
Well, this technically is called annual enrollment period. And this is your opportunity for all seniors, I don't care what kind of plan you're on, to investigate your current plan, to compare it, and make changes if need be. So please, please take a moment, if you received your annual notice of change and set it on the dining room table or in the office and you haven't opened it yet, please open it and be aware that all plans have some kind of change for next year, for the year 2026. Some of you have name change on your plan. It doesn't mean that the product changed, but the carrier name has changed. One of the probably most significant one is now Cigna is going to be referred to as Health Springs. Most
So
of
they
you,
had to do that, didn't they?
yeah, they
Keep
did.
you on your toes.
Yeah. Well, and not only that, that's a
big one.
That's a big one. But we also have products. You're still on the same product, but now they've changed the name to the product. That's to keep us agents on our toes, to keep us completely confused all the time. So just be aware that there definitely are some kind of change on your plan for 2026, and I don't want you to be surprised with it.
So, number one, read your annual notice of change. When you get it, don't just put it aside, open it up and read it. Now, this is a free service to you folks, so it really just makes sense. Please call somebody local. They're here to talk a little bit about themselves. Some people just resonate with certain people, right?
Sure.
And that's what I think this is a platform for people that have a voice. Let them hear what makes you different. Let them hear you. And so you can call them. Their phone number is 602-750-0620. Their website is Walker Healthcare Advisors with an E.com. We're going to go to a break. When we come back, we're going to talk further. Right now, October 15th through December 7th is your chance as a senior to make your own decisions, but make them with somebody that can help you and guide you making that right, especially this year. Would you agree with that?
Yes, definitely this year.
Especially this year. And she's saying, open up your notice of changes. Please open them up. Please read them, because there's going to be some big changes. Again, Cigna everybody knows Cigna. How could they make a change like that? Right?
Right.
So again, you can call them. It is a free service to you, and they work statewide. Their number again is 602-750-0620. They care all about you. That's the number one thing that they said. And their website is Walker Healthcare Advisors with an E.com.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, so now we are live on Facebook here. So
Yep.
right now, so I like to talk during the
Sure.
during the break. We're not out there, but we're here. You said one of the favorite things that you do, and that happens to you, is when you make somebody that's all happy about
Yes.
their changes or
Yes.
whatever they did.
Yes.
Yeah. Do a lot of people make those changes when at this time of year? Are a lot of people making changes?
Yes, they are, for various reasons. It's a lot to me because I stay busy the whole time. Does my whole book of business flip over? No, it doesn't. But people's health care change, and they have different concerns. Things that didn't bother them at age 65, now that they're 69, they have a whole new outlook on health care. They talk to people, siblings or friends and family across the country, and their products are not exactly the same as theirs, and they're kind of curious as to why. But I think this year, probably with the political changes and whatever, and the executive orders and so forth, things that are being taken away, people are really curious as to how these changes are affecting them.
So we're gonna, if it's okay with you, and we can talk about the changes, can we talk about that yet or no?
Yes, as of October 1st, we can. I will only talk about the things that are in print and in writing. I won't talk about speculations,
No.
what may be coming.
No.
I don't do that.
Okay, no worries, no
But,
worries.
yeah,
And each carrier depends on what it is, what their changes are.
Okay, so we'll just stick with what I wrote down, okay? There will be some big changes though.
There are, and even things like that HealthSpring from Cigna, it's one of those things, 20 years in the making, that it's been the same company, and they went and they were Cigna HealthSprings for a little bit, then they were just Cigna, now they're just gonna be HealthSpring. But I literally had a client that called and was concerned because he'd heard and he thought that Cigna was going away.
Oh, yeah.
So I had to
people will be
explain to him, no, same
Yeah, same
plan,
plan.
just different name.
But I don't think we're gonna be happy on this one, but the decision on that one, I can't imagine, cause most people just, that's all they think about, is that.
And they know the name, and they're so used to the name.
Would you like to talk about the drug changes?
You're doing great. I'll jump in.
So welcome back, everyone. We've been talking about seniors.
Yes, we
We
have.
are talking about them,
The
and a lot of
important
people,
people.
right now,
Yeah.
right now, it is your turn, chance to make some changes. And if you have not read your annual notice of change, one thing that Helen has been saying ever since you started coming on the show now in the last, I think it was last time you were on, that you've gotta read it. You've got to read it this time. There's gonna be a lot of changes, and you might not understand those changes, and they're here to help you to understand not only the changes, but maybe what's gonna be right for you.
Correct.
Okay, and that's really important. It is a free service to you, so please take advantage of the people that we have here that are local. Do not call the television, commercials. Those can be very deceiving. And also, more than likely, they're trained to just put you into that one product where you have many products, correct?
Correct.
So, and that's really important so that they can give you a variety and to see what's right for you out of that variety.
Right, and that's the thing that she was saying when she first started in the business, being a captive agent, so then she's only dealing with that one carrier. Well, now, those still exist, but us as brokers, we take the time to go to the major carriers and make sure we're contracted so that we can give you options versus just one idea of what could be for you. We'll look at everybody's plans.
The other thing that we want you to not do is we want you to not be talking to your friends and family. They're not the ones that can help you with this because, well, you say it, Helen, why?
Well, first of all, your needs and concerns are personal. They're your needs, your concerns, which may not be the same as your spouse's, your neighbors, your siblings, or anybody else. And some people are real excited about their plan because it's just wonderful. That means that they were fitted properly with the correct plan, which doesn't mean it's correct for you. So ask the questions, tell me what you want, and we'll see if we can get what you want just the way you want it.
It seems so obvious that people should just pick up the phone and call, but one of the things that we know about all people is that they tend to be procrastinators, right?
Correct.
Or they get busy, we know that.
Yes.
Though this is your time, and this year of all years, you said this is the most important time to definitely understand what you're doing.
Yes, and I'm saying that it's not that each and every one of your plans have a lot of changes. All of them have a change. That you can take to the bank. All of them have some kind of a change. But you're hearing, and I know you are because I am the same as you, I hear so much, whether it's coming from the television, the news, the whatever, your YouTube, your social media, they're telling you this is happening, that is happening, this. And it is happening, but all of it's not happening to you. So where you live, the state, the county, determine what products are available to you, and the things that are happening in other areas of the country may not be affecting you. So that's the reason it's so important that you understand what you have. I want you to be real clear on what you have. And I also want to encourage you to use your health care. If you've been procrastinating getting something done, use it this year before the end of the year, because it may not be the same for you next year.
Their phone number is 602-750-0620. They work statewide. There is no charge for this service. It makes sense to call someone local like them and to be able to talk and find out what's right for you. And what you just said there was just huge, because there are gonna be a lot of changes, but maybe they don't pertain to you.
Mhm.
The only way you're gonna know is by talking to someone like them who knows.
Exactly.
I mean, you know everything, right?
Well, real close to it,
I
Carol.
would say. The other things that you really wanted to talk about was a little bit about the medications and people's prescriptions.
Yes, so let's talk specifically about what we call prescription drug coverage. That's a standalone plan. It's not part of the Advantage, but the standalone plan. Usually people on a supplement also have a drug plan. So some of them may have name changes. I think they're very few. Most of the name changes are involving the Advantage plans. But be careful that your planned premium this year for 2025 may be changing for 2026. So many of you may have it set up where it comes directly out of Social Security or whatever, and it's not in your face. So please be aware that most of them are making changes to premiums. Some may have minor increases. Some may have major. I'm thinking of one right now that was $16.40 this year, and next year that same plan is going to be $66.40.
Wait, now hold on a minute, I just heard what you just said.
Yeah.
That's like more than triple,
Uh-huh.
okay?
That's a $50 a month jump, and that
Wow.
is a month. That went from $16.40 to $66.40 starting in 2026. So those of you who just have it directly out of Social Security or your check, and you're not monitoring it, you may wonder why your income goes down next year. That's because we're taking more out. Also, all your drug plans changed their, not all, excuse me, the drug deductible has changed for next year. It can be as much as $615. So some of your drug plans are going for the maximum. Prior to coming up 2026, you may not have even had a deductible on your plan, and now you will. Or the deductible may have just applied to tiers 3, 4, and 5, and maybe next year they're going to apply to all your tiers. So that's the reason I want you to look at those annual notice of change, and they are spelling it out to you. So don't just glance, please take a moment and just read it thoroughly. Look at the premium, did it change? Look at your deductible, did it change? And what tiers did it affect? Look at the tiers, some of your tier co-pays have changed. Probably one of the bigger ones is tier 3 that used to have a flat dollar amount like $45 or $40. Now going into 2026 is going to have a percentage. You want to know these things, so just please be vigilant in looking at that product change and be aware what the changes are for you next year.
And call somebody who can help you understand everything that's going on. The changes that you see, when you see a change like that, now I know that you mentioned that from 16 to 66, it doesn't mean that everybody's, that's
Oh,
happening to
definitely
everybody.
not.
Just
But-
an example.
But I do wanna ask you this, somebody that sees that, right, and they see that it's a big change. Can they just change their plan just because they don't wanna pay that much money?
Yes, they can. So those specifically on a standalone drug plan, you certainly can. And this is the only time of the year that you can do that, from October the 15th through December the 7th.
So,
Yep.
go ahead.
No, you just want to review those drugs, those medications, and make sure your current plan is going to continue to cover them next year and what the cost is going to be.
How about doctors and all of that?
That's going to be on the Advantage plans, which I will speak to here in just a moment, but just the standalone drug plans, you definitely want to make sure that that drug plan matches or meets you at your place of need.
Well, we have less than a minute, so can you talk about
Sure,
the
so
other-
on the Advantage plans, we're gonna look for that too. The Advantage plans have a drug portion to them. Most of you on the drug plans, we're talking Maricopa County, Arizona, previous years may not have had a deductible. Coming up in 2026, you will find that some of them do have a deductible, and any number of them have made changes to their tier cost and the cost relating to the drugs on those tiers, so just be aware of that.
Be aware, they want you to open up your annual notice of change and they want you to read it. And when you see what you see, give them a call, talk to them, it's a free service to you, and let them guide you so that you don't get upset, I mean,
Exactly.
whatever it is.
No
Cause I don't
stress.
care how much it is, even if it's a little bit is too much too for some people, right? Any change can be very scary to a lot of people
Correct.
too. So, you can call them, this is the time, we're gonna be starting October 15th through the 7th, but you can call them now and discuss this with them and let them help you, let them guide you. Their number is 602-750-0620. It's a free service to you. They work statewide. Check them out. It's Walker Healthcare Advisors with an E.com.